For those who would rather not tend to their plants on a daily, weekly, or even monthly basis, we have included a number of drought-tolerant options that will still thrive. If you want a garden free of stress, try these top 12 easy-to-grow flowers. Number 1. Sweet Alyssum. This slow-growing annual looks beautiful in window boxes and containers as a spiller plant or border plant. The honey-scented, mainly white blooms of sweet alyssum attract pollinators. The lower south is better suited to the cooler autumn and winter months, whereas the upper south may experience flowers all summer long. It thrives in full sun in warmer climates, however partial shade is fine in the afternoons. Plants require nothing in the way of maintenance other than well-drained soil and occasional watering. Since sweet alyssum frequently spreads its own seeds, you won't need to plant it again in the spring. Number 2. Portulaca. The low-growing annual plant Portulaca, often called moss rose, does well in full sun and sandy or poor soil. From a fiery pink to a bright orange, its blossoms are a sight to behold. Succulents like this one thrive in hot, dry climates because the water they produce stays in their thick leaves. Whether you're using it as a ground cover or in a hanging basket, it will look great. And you can count on many varieties to return year after year thanks to self-seeding. Number 3. Daffodils. For the southern regions, this is the clear pick for a single spring flowering bulb to put in your yard. A daffodil stature can range from 4 or 5 inches to 2 feet. You can skip replanting them next year and enjoy the sight of their golden heads swaying in the spring. Also, daffodils aren't as often eaten by digging rodents as other spring plants like tulips. Waiting for the foliage to die before trimming them back is the only difficult aspect. Number 4. Lantana. The sun-loving shrub bears flowers of varying hues of pink, peach, white, and yellow. There are now dwarf kinds that don't reach more than a foot in height. While lantana is typically thought of as an annual, in the tropical, coastal, and lower southern regions, it can actually be a perennial. Although it does require occasional watering in containers, once established, the plants are hot and drought hardy. Attractive to bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds. Number 5. Calibrachoa. These annuals thrive in full sun and are actually from a different species than small petunias. The best part is that you can keep getting flowers even after you've removed the spent ones. Additionally, they are resistant to heat and the odd dry spell. Calibrachoa come in an incredible assortment of beautiful colors. The draping shapes of these plants are best showcased when planted in combination in window boxes or hanging pots. Number 6. Zinnias. After you learn how resilient they are in the garden, it's hard to say no to cheerful zinnias. Once established, zinnias can withstand periods of drought, although they do best in normal, well-draining garden soil. Until the first frost, these plants will bloom in sunny, warm weather. Although rabbits and deer usually don't bother them, pollinators are drawn to the blossoms. Whether you're planting them in a summer container, a cutting garden, or a meadow, zinnias will thrive. Number 7. Dianthus. Dianthus, once planted in rich, well-draining soil, will not need much attention until it has grown. More flowers will bloom if you deadhead them. Pink, crimson, and white blossoms may reach a height of 1 foot or more, or they might droop low to the ground. Tucked into pots or placed at the base of taller perennials, Dianthus creates a stunning display. Number 8. Pansies. Even though there isn't much else blooming in the south during the winter and early spring, pansies keep the garden going. They do best in partial or full sun in containers with rich, loamy, damp soil. Sow them in the fall and tend to them during the winter, and you'll have them for months. As soon as the weather warms up, swap out the pansies for summer annuals. Number 9. Cranesbill Geraniums. There is excellent justification for the recent surge in popularity of this underappreciated perennial. Zones 4 to 8 are suitable for hardy geraniums, which need no additional watering outside of dry spells and thrive in medium soil. The low-growing foliage is visually appealing and comes in a variety of colors, from pink to purple. The plants can be sheared to make them more compact or left unchecked for a more natural look. Number 10. Asters. Asters are daisy-like little flowers that bloom in the late summer or early fall. At a time of year when other plants may be beginning to close down, these plants attract butterflies and bees, whether they enjoy partial or full sun. Many cultivars also develop tolerance to dryness and spread slowly around the garden. Zones 4 to 8 are ideal for growing asters. Number 11. Daylilies. There is a time limit of just 1 day for each bloom on this summer blooming. There might be an abundance of flowers from a large patch of daylilies since they spread. We have observed daylilies surviving in clay that has been supplemented with organic debris, even though they prefer rich, loamy soil that is moist. While these plants do best in full sun for 6 hours or more, they do well in partial shade in the south during the middle of the day. Number 12. Columbine. For gardens with some shade, try Columbine, a robust spring flower. Full sun with enough water will also grow the flowers. The tiny, spurred red flowers of the wild Columbine bloom in the open forest of the southeast. You can scatter its seeds all throughout your garden. Well, thanks for watching video from Catchy Garden. Don't forget to click like and subscribe button to always support our channel. You can also turn on the notification bell to get the latest videos from us. We'll see you in the next videos.